this is Colleen Lemma, Star State Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger, here with my new Empowered Moments video for the week of Monday, February 6th through Sunday, February 12th, 2023. For this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Radley Valentine for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from the Sacred Power Reading Cards by Anna Stark. Okay, so just a reminder that we are in the first full week of the month of February, almost halfway through. And if you haven't already watched the monthly Empowered Moments video for the month of February, complete with the numerology vibration, the astrological transits of significance, a message for the collective, as well as a special message depending on your stone of choice, be sure to go onto my YouTube channel and watch that monthly reading. All right, so before we look at our stones of choice for the week, let's go ahead and do an empowered moment. I'm going to clear my voice here. Let's kind of close our eyes. Sit up straight, yet check in and make sure that your body's relaxed. Make sure that your legs are uncrossed and if possible that the soles of your feet are flat on the floor. And let's take a couple of deep breaths, imagining that we're breathing in golden white light of universe, Great Spirit, all that is. Breathing in that protective, guiding, golden white light into every cell of your bodies. And as you exhale, letting go of all that your body, mind, and soul no longer needs. Doing a second deep breath. And silently calling in your angels and guides, master guides and teachers of the highest vibration of light. We call in the archangels, the ascended masters, and our ancestors of the light. And focusing our attention now on the energies of this week, February 6th through February 12th, 2023, and the highlight this week is that Mercury, the messenger, the planet of thoughts, ideas, perceptions, and communication, is finally going to be moving out of Capricorn, where he's been an extra long time because of that retrograde cycle that he was in. Now he's going to be moving into Aquarius, joining the sun in humanitarian Aquarius, an air sign that deals with objectivity and our intellect, our logic, our future-oriented thinking. Aquarius, the sign that deals with groups of people coming together with a common goal or ideal for the betterment of humanity. And as Mercury moves into Aquarius, we're focusing on these new ideas and new epiphanies, downloads of information, higher frequency energies, the connection to the God mind for higher wisdom and higher understanding, bringing forth spiritual guidance from our angels, guides, master guides, and teachers, from our higher soul self and from the cosmos. And let's breathe in that intention of Mercury in Aquarius, and receiving these higher downloads of information, messages, and guidance. Breathing that in deeply and focusing on connecting with new people or even people we already know who holds a similar mindset, who we can collaborate with and formulate new ideas with. As far as new group activities, ways to assist the collective, humanitarian efforts. Breathing that in again deeply into every cell of our bodies. And when you're ready and in your own time, you can open your eyes and return to this time and place. And let's go ahead and take a look at our stones of choice for this week. Okay, these are all special intention pendants. Yes, they are back. I think I went a couple of weeks, at least 1 week, and then I know the monthly, we didn't use the pendants, but back to the pendants. This one is this beautiful powder blue iolite. I have this feeling that I used iolite in one of the last month's videos, last month videos. I probably used this one, but I wanted to choose stones that emulated that Mercury, which is throat chakra energy, right? Throat chakra and ear chakras, and maybe even a little bit of the third eye chakra, with Mercury being about thoughts, ideas, perceptions, and communications, going into Aquarius. So this one is iolite, and it's wrapped in silver wire, as you can see, and it's Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 11, number of the spiritual light worker, leadership, and visionary. It has infused into it the energy of the sign of Pisces, which we're going to be going into pretty soon here, to increase psychic abilities and astral travel. Activation of the third eye chakra for clearer intuitive vision and clairvoyance. And a stronger connection to your spiritual guides and higher self, along with the energies of Archangel Haniel, Archangel of Intuition, and Archangel Raziel, Archangel of Alchemy and Divine Magic. Okay. And then our pendant number 2 is K2. It's like the letter K and the number 2. K2. This is wrapped in silver wire and Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 22. Number of the master builder, the essence of the planet Neptune is infused into this one. Planet of spiritual connection and higher dimensional awareness. And also with Saturn, the great manifester that brings energies into manifestation. It has infused into it the element of earth, for helping us to ground our energy and our vision into third dimensional reality. Activation also of the third eye chakra for clairvoyance and psychic insight. And this one has the energy of Archangel Michael for protection, removing obstacles, to accomplishing what it is that we want to on our destiny path. Okay. And then pendant number 3 here, or stone number 3, is Shadakite. And you notice they're all that blue or bluish color, right? To go with that throat chakra, ear chakras, third eye chakra. And the Shadakite is also wrapped in silver wire. This one's Reiki charged with master number 11 and master number 33. For a combination of increased psychic abilities, including clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, and clairsentience, the energies of the planets Neptune and Uranus, for connecting to the higher spiritual realms and the God mind, the activation of the crown chakra, third eye chakra, and throat chakras, for opening up to higher guidance and wisdom, having clear inner sight and vision, and speaking one's authentic truth. And the energies of Archangel Uriel for creative inspiration and wisdom, and Archangel Michael for strength, courage, and leadership. All right, so those stones of choice again are beautiful kind of powder blue, almost a purple tint to it, iolite. The wonderful K2, and the Shadakite. Okay, So let's talk about the astrological energies of the week. So we start out the week on Monday the 6th. It seems like we have a lot of sextiles. That's an aspect in astrology. It's a 60-degree aspect. So the planets involved in a sextile are 2 signs apart, and they usually bring a positive connection to one another because a sextile is an aspect of opportunity. So there's always opportunities that are presenting themselves with a sextile, and we've got 3 sextiles this week. So Monday the 6th is Mercury, the planet, again, of the mental realm, but it's still in Capricorn at this point, and it's sextile Neptune, the planet that rules the spiritual realm, in Pisces. So this is an opportunity to use the logic and ambition of the 3rd dimensional ego mind and raise it up a notch, raise it up a vibration, to be open to some spiritual insights, to be open and aware of our psychic perceptions on some level. It's probably usually, especially with our goals, our career, our ambitions as far as what we want to accomplish in the 3D world, because Mercury still is in Capricorn, which rules that realm. During that particular transit, the moon is still in Leo from our full moon in Leo that we had Sunday the 5th, which was from last week's video. So the moon in Leo is a very creative and inspirational and leadership-oriented kind of placement. So I feel like that goes well with Mercury connecting with Neptune and kind of listening to that higher guidance and higher inspiration from our higher self as well as our guides. On Tuesday the 7th, first of all, the moon will be shifting into Virgo at that point, and the moon stays in a sign of the zodiac for about 2.5 days. So Tuesday, Wednesday, most likely into part of Thursday, the moon is going to be in more analytical, logical Virgo, which isn't the most comfortable place for the moon, which rules our emotions. But on Tuesday, we have another sextile, and that's between Venus and Uranus. Venus, the planet of love, relationships, money, and finances, is in compassionate, unconditionally loving, creative, artistic, mystical Pisces. And it's going to be in that sextile aspect, which again is an aspect of opportunity, to Uranus, the Great Awakener and ruler of the God mind, who's in more grounded Taurus right now. So I feel like, again, there's this opportunity for a higher expression of love, because Venus is in that fantasy, inspirational, romantic sign of Pisces. Uranus kicks it up a notch to that God mind level, to kind of awakening us to higher dimensional energies. And so I just feel like there's an opportunity here to really open up our heart chakras and express love, not just to another person, but out to humanity, out to the collective, and out to the world. All right, and then on Friday, we skip to Friday the 10th. Now the moon at this point is in Libra, the sign of relationships, and Mercury is still in Capricorn, just for one more day. So Mercury in Capricorn is connecting with Pluto, because Pluto is near the tail end of Capricorn. That's going to be a big topic of discussion for March and April as Pluto moves into Aquarius, but we'll save that for another time, because right now Pluto's at that last degree of Capricorn, making his last little hurrah moment of bringing death and rebirth and transformation energies to the structures that we operate with on this planet, like the political structures, aspects of authority in business, financial institutions, even religious institutions. Capricorn rules all of these kind of structured situations or structured organizations in our life. So Pluto's doing his last little hurrah of transforming that. Mercury is connecting with Pluto on Friday. So this is transforming the way we think, the way we perceive, and the way we communicate with other people. Now, Pluto does rule power and control, so there might be maybe some moments in communications with other people to where there's some power and control issues, or a situation where we need to own and take back our power and speak with an air of authority. Okay, and because the moon is in Libra, again, there's relationships seems to be highlighted here. On Saturday the 11th, Mercury is finally moving out of Capricorn, and it's moving into Aquarius, which is what we did our empowered moment on. It's going to be in Aquarius from February 11th until March 2nd. So Mercury again rules the mind, the logic, the analysis, we could call it the third dimensional and lower mind, but it's moving into Aquarius. And Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus, which is the Great Awakener and rules the God mind. So you can kind of see here that our mode of thinking and perceiving is upping itself a notch here as it moves into Aquarius, where we could have sudden insights or realizations and epiphanies and a download of higher wisdom and information, messages, guidance, new ways of thinking about our future and planning ahead for what it is that we're working towards on our path. Also on Saturday the 11th, Mars the warrior is still in that vacillating, changeable Gemini. Okay, so it's still this energy of where we want to move forward with our plans, but Gemini might have us in more than one direction at once, or second guessing ourselves as to decisions and the forward movement that we want to make. But Mars in Gemini is going to be in a sextile, so here's the third sextile of the week, to Chiron the wounded healer. So Chiron brings up old wounds, right? Usually from previous lifetimes. And so on a collective level, as Chiron is moving through Aries, the collective is going through these old wounds from times past regarding our sense of self. Who are we? What do we really want? Are we owning our confidence? Are we courageous as far as moving forward with our goals? Are we feeling independent, self-sufficient, relying on ourselves? It's a very individualistic kind of sign. And also Aries rules initiation. So Chiron and Aries, are we healing wounds as far as this confidence to initiate and blaze a new trail or move into a new path? So again, Mars in Gemini may be vacillating and unsure and maybe insecure or wanting to do more than one thing at once. We're experiencing an opportunity here to heal our individuality and sense of self with that connection to Chiron. The moon is still in Libra on Saturday, so we're still dealing with relationships for the early part of the day. Later in the day on Saturday, it's going to shift into Scorpio, much more deep, dealing with what's hidden beneath the surface, very empathic, very intuitive, doing a lot of research, kind of delving into the emotional realm a little bit. And I'm bringing that up because on Saturday with the moon in Libra, the early part of the day, it's going to be in a challenging connection to Pluto, planet of death and rebirth, transformation and change, power and empowerment. And when it shifts into Scorpio that day, it's going to be in a challenging connection to Mercury, which rules our mind and how we think. That's just went into Aquarius. And Aquarius is fixed and stubborn, and Scorpio, where the moon is going to be going into later on Saturday, is fixed and stubborn. So there might be some communication things with both moon in Libra with Pluto and then moon in Scorpio with Mercury. I feel like we might have some challenges in communications in some relationship matters. But again, with Mars connecting to Chiron in that sextile, which is a positive aspect, there's an opportunity here to make some headway as far as hashing things out and sharing our ideas and opinions with other people, sharing our healing journey even with other people. That can help to kind of bring some healing in. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides for the week. So the first card here is the Ten of Ariel. This is a good card. It's like the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Earth in the traditional tarot. The Ten of Ariel says, there is so very much to be grateful for, okay? And this is kind of those two sextiles at the beginning of the week on Monday and Tuesday, right? They're aspects, positive aspects of opportunity here, where we're upping ourselves a notch into more of the unconditionally loving, compassionate, spiritual realm. So there's very much to be grateful for. And it says financial success and the promise of retirement. Well, I don't know if you guys are retiring, but there's a promise of something good on a material level that could potentially happen. A rich and rewarding family life as well. So this is like the culmination of something good. The Ten of Pentacles is like those material aspects of life, our job, our career, family, money, finances, those tangible things. There's something positive culminating here, and it does feel like it's very positive. Immerse yourself into that spiritual belief of trust and faith, and really having the perception that things are moving in the right direction and you're blessed. Look around and experience the blessings and be grateful for the blessings that you have in your life, your friends, your family, where you live, the experiences that you've had, your life as a soul, right? Your growth and evolution as a soul. So have gratitude for those experiences, because that's only going to magnify this feeling and experience and manifestation of other blessings that can come into play, at least at the first part of the week here. Okay, let's take a look at the next card. And now we're moving towards astrologically the Mercury connecting with Pluto. And we do have the Nine of Michael. This is like the Nine of Swords in the traditional tarot. And the Nine of Michael says, whoops, I almost dropped it. Your worry is unnecessary. So unnecessary worry, right? Your worry. This is the swords. This is the suit of the mind, our thoughts and perceptions, which sometimes can be a little faulty, and the ego can throw the monkey wrench in there, right? So your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome that you desire. Focus your thoughts on the outcome that you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. So again, Mercury connecting to Pluto can bring a powerful transformation and change to the way you're thinking and perceiving, creating your reality in your own mind, the way you're communicating with other people. Can be a very powerful moment of epiphanies and again, transformation, death and rebirth on a mental body level. And anything that might be going on, again, it's unnecessary worries here. Release all those negative feelings and thoughts, emotions, perceptions, the regret, the guilt, the worry. It's time to let it go. Release that and let that go. Okay? We're moving into bigger and brighter times, right? Mercury is going to be going into Aquarius, and I feel like this is where we can again gain new information, new knowledge, new wisdom, downloads of higher understanding. So whatever this is about as far as the mind is unnecessary. And the last card of the week, now we're into the weekend with Mercury finally in Aquarius, and we have the Knight of Gabriel. Beautiful. This is like the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands. Knights are fast, forward movement. They want to gallop quick and fast. It's that younger kind of vibrant, passionate energy, and it is in fire. It is in the wand suit, so it's going to move very fast, or wants to move very fast. And at the top of the card, it says confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. Okay, that's the Knight of Gabriel. And at the bottom, it says time to take action. It says great passion for a cause. Well, that's Mercury in Aquarius, right? It's about working for a cause, working for a humanitarian cause, coming together and collaborating with people of like mind. So then it says instinctively knowing just what to do. So again, we'll repeat the whole thing. Time to take action, great passion for a cause, and you instinctively know just what to do. So, Uranus rules Aquarius, and Uranus is that Great Awakener. Aquarius is that energy of just knowing. It's claircognizance. Claircognizance, having clear knowing. It's a psychic ability where we just know something. We know something to be right. We know what to do. We know what decision to make. We know how to move forward. We know what's going to happen, all of those things. And so the Knight of Gabriel, the knight in the suit of fire or wands, it just has these blips of sporadic inspiration. It's like little lightning bolts of aha moments and clarity as far as how to move forward. And we have the angel Gabriel behind the Knight of Wands here, and Archangel Gabriel or Gabriel. Some people want to assign Gabriel feminine, and other people look at Gabriel as more of the masculine. Of course, archangels, angels have no gender at all. They might lean towards a feminine or masculine quality. But Archangel Gabriel is known as the messenger angel, right? And here I'm providing insights, providing messages, providing guidance to this knight. And she'll be doing the same for you if you listen, right? Tune in, open up your third eye, open up your crown chakra, and listen to or experience the downloads of guidance and information that's going to be coming in for you this week. All right, so let's go ahead and see what your special message card is depending on your stone of choice. Those of you that chose the Iolite, okay? Special message this week for the Iolite people. This one's sticking right up, calling my attention. Oh, I love this card. I've always loved this card, right? It's like this beautiful fiery red phoenix, a little bit of orange and gold and yellow down here at the bottom. So it's passionate, it's fiery, it's energetic, and it says transformation at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that within the lighting that I have here, but this is about transformation. This is Plutonian energy, right? And we do have Mercury connecting to Pluto. So death and rebirth, rising from the ashes, born anew. Something old is being transmuted and released with Mercury connecting with Pluto. And then the next day, Mercury moves into Aquarius, that sign where we're rising into the higher dimensions with our thought and our mental body, right? And allowing the download of information. So we're activating here solar plexus chakra with that golden yellow for confidence and courage, the orange of the sacral chakra for passion and creative self-expression, and even the red of the root chakra for manifesting. Once we transmute and let go of something old with this Phoenix energy, we're then able to more clearly manifest something new. So the red, the root chakra, is security, stability, and the manifestation energies as well. Okay, beautiful. I love that card. I'm going to put that back in the deck in case somebody else gets it. All right, so the special message card for the K2 people. Okay, K2, special message. Special message for K2 people this week. And this one's calling my attention right here. Okay, you guys, manifestation. That seems to be, at least for the first two stones of choice, a key here. We've got a Merlin the magician looking kind of figure here. And he's in his power. He's really kind of opened up to that powerful energy and his own empowerment. He's got his magic staff here that is all highlighted as if he's doing some sort of magical spell casting or intentions, right? He's setting his intentions and putting that out verbally to the universe to create and manifest what it is that he desires, okay? So within that full moon in Leo energy from this past Sunday, we start out the week on Monday with the moon still lingering in Leo. Might be a good time right at the beginning of the week if you haven't already for the full moon on Sunday, last Sunday. It might be a good time to do a little magic. Might be a time to write out some intentions, right? What do you want to let go and release in this full moon energy? And what do you want to create? I know full moons are about letting go and releasing and healing, but that energy of the full moon is still quite strong right now. So what also do you want to create and manifest? And even as Mercury moves into Aquarius, right? The mind, what do you want to create? What do you envision for the future? What's your future goals? And that can be part of the manifestation too. So I'd say the beginning of the week on Monday or Saturday and Sunday after Mercury's gone into Aquarius, do some magic, do some visualization, manifestation work. Okay, and then for those of you that chose the Shattuckite, deep breath. Okay, let's give this a little shuffle. Special message for Shattuckite people. Shattuckite. Special message. This one's calling my attention right here. The Tree of Life. So I don't know what the Tree of Life means, but I have to say it has that feeling of being in full growth, right? I mean, look at that beautiful tree. It's got the green plumery kind of starting here. It's almost like to me, it feels like a message of spring, right? Because not all the branches have all the leaves, but there are leaves here at the top of the tree. We've got the yellow that almost indicates like the sun is starting to shine. We always think of the spring, right? At least in the northern hemisphere here. So springtime, new life, the Tree of Life is expanding. It's giving new birth to its foliage. You're feeling more alive. I feel like something for you all, the Shattuckite people, something important is going to happen, bloom, expand, be created or birthed in the spring. And when officially is the springtime? It's around March 21st through around April 20th. Right? So in that month's time period, when the sun moves into and traverses Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, I would look for something wonderful and grand happening. Now, this tree is an older, mature tree, and it's got a very secure, grounded kind of trunk here in the ground. Everything's healthy. The tree is healthy. The land is healthy. The sky, to me, even looks healthy. So I feel like you might be going through like this maybe death and rebirth process between now and the springtime. But when the springtime comes, boy, you're going to be full of life, full of new energy, full of new passion, and full of a new ability to allow growth and creative expression into your life. Okay? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the weekly Empowered Moments video. For those of you that are on my newsletter list, if you haven't read it already, I've got a couple of little lectures coming up in February. One is going to be an introduction to the chakras and energy bodies. One is going to be on how to use the pendulum for divination. And you don't even have to have a pendulum to attend that lecture. So if you read the description, you can even have a like crystal pendant or stone that's on a chain, and that's going to be your pendulum. But we got that, and we also got a new thing that I want to tell you all about. It's a new event that a friend of mine, Carrie, and I decided to launch and do last month, and we did it at the last moment, so it wasn't really advertised, but we did have a few people that attended. This is going to be a free Zoom event. So again, you might want to get on my newsletter to kind of read about that, but it's called Cards and Coffee with Colleen and Carrie. And we spend an hour with you all live on Zoom, sharing messages on a collective level. So this is Carrie and I, that's sharing messages about the collective and then picking people from the studio audience, the Zoom audience, to give a couple of personal messages. So check out those and all the other things that I've got in my newsletter. Check out my website, see what's new on there. I actually have to update my website. It's in need of an overhaul, but I'm going to try to post those lectures at least on there. So sending you all lots of love and light and many, many angel blessings until we come together again next week. Namaste, everyone.